Engaged lessons for the 21st century.
Working with negative and positive numbers. We are going to illustrate to you some examples of working with negative numbers. The first example, you'll notice we have -5, but we're going to add +2. -5 plus 2 gives you -3. So -3 is a much larger number than -5. In this example, we have -4, and we're going to add to it -2. So if we add -2 to -4, we now have -6, which is less than -4. Up here at the top, you'll notice that we have a number line with 0 in the center, positive numbers to the right, negative numbers to the left to help you visualize on video 2. And again, we have a boat. The boat is sitting at 0. Anything less than 0 is underwater or negative. Anything greater than 0 is positive or in the air. If you would, please have a student come up to the video and prepare for the very first lesson. Thank you. Problem 1. We should have a student up at the video. Which number on the number line is 4 less than 6? If you look carefully, you'll see we have A, B, C, and D number lines. If you would, please pick up a pen and write down the answer to this first problem. Please pause the video while the student does this. Thank you. If you said the answer to the first problem was the letter A, you are correct. 6 minus 4 is 2. So, if you would, please have another student come up to the video, and while they're coming up here, if you would erase the answer and then pause the video. Thank you. Problem 2. We should have a new student up at the video for this very next problem. Which number on the number line is 4 less than 6, -6? If you look carefully, you'll see we have A, B, C, and D again. If you would, please pause the video and write your answer down. Thank you. Okay, if you said your answer was D, you're correct. If you look carefully, we have -6, and then we're going to go 4 less. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer is -10. If your answer matches ours, that's super. If you would, please have another student come up to the video, and while they're coming up here, if you would erase your answer, then pause the video until you're ready. Thank you. Problem 3. Again, we should have a new student up at the video. Question. Which of the following most accurately shows the position of 2 1/4 on the number line? Again, we have answers for A, B, C, and D. If you would, please pick up a pen and write your answer down. And please pause the video while they do that. Thank you. Okay, if your answer was A, you are correct. You'll notice that we are at 2 approximately 1/4. The one down here is 2, but it's about 2 3/4. So this is a negative, and this also is a negative. If your answer matches ours, that is terrific. If you would, again have another student come up for the next problem, and if you would, please erase the answer on the video. And if you need to, please pause the video while you're getting ready. Thank you. Problem 4. If you would, you should have another student up at the video. Now, as a bonus, we have one more problem after this one, and it's a tough one. But let's look at this one. Which of the following most accurately shows the position of -2 3/4 on the number line? Here's your answers again, A, B, C, and D. If you would, pause the video while you figure out your answer. Thank you. Okay, well, we said -2 3/4. Here's -2, and that's a ballpark of 3/4. So if your answer is C, you are correct. Way to go. If you would, have another student come up to the video for the very last problem, and it's a tough one. And while they're coming up here, if you would erase your answer and pause the video until you're ready. Thank you. Problem 5. You must look at this one very, very carefully. Which of the following most accurately shows the position of -26/5 on the number line? You'll notice we have A, B, C, and D again. If you would, please pick up a pen and pause the video while you figure out the answer to this one. Please do that now. Okay, if you said the answer was C, you're correct. How is that? Well, we have -26 divided by 5 is going to be 5 1/5. And this is pretty close to -5 1/5. This is a +5 1/5. This is a +5 and probably 4/5. And this is -5 and let's say 4/5. So this answer is the correct one. Hopefully you got it correct. If you would, please erase the board, and we'd like to thank you for working with us today on negative and positive numbers.